Hello, today I'm going to show you how to use Google Sites to create a website. First thing, when you log on to your Chromebook, come up to the top right and click on your waffle. In this list of apps, you should see Sites. You may have to scroll down further to reach it, but click on it when you find it. Now, by default, it takes you to the old version of Sites, which is kind of crappy. So click over here to the left to choose New Google Sites. Once you get here, this shows you all of the sites that you have created, and all you have to do is click the plus button in the bottom right to create a new site. At this point, you're going to want to name it. And it will copy down there. And you can give the front page a title. By default, it shows this boring gray header, so you're going to want to change that image. You can upload a picture if you have one, or you can select one. They have a gallery of lots of options, but you can also search the web. And all you do is once you get here and you see something you like, click on it, choose select, and it is now your header. And it will appear by default at the top of every page in your website. Next, you can click your header type, and this shows the different options. Title only, of course, the image will go away. Banner, large banner, or is what most people use for their first page is a cover image. It shows the nice large image on the front. Over here at the right are the options. Since we're on this page, we can add in a text box. I simply click on it and a text box appears that I can type into. I can also change the size of it. I can put in links. So if I select a piece of text and I click the chain link here, I can put in the website I wish to go to. I can also create titles, headings, subheadings. Small, I wouldn't use very often unless it's for a caption for a picture, for example. For the most part, you're going to want to use normal text, and then the headings or subheadings. You notice you can use bold and italics, but you do not have the option to underline. This is because underlining tends to confuse people, as when you make a link, it automatically underlines it. So, by default, Google Sites make sure that anytime something is underlined, that's because it is truly a link. Also, here at the right, you can add images. You can upload from your computer, or you can search the internet or your Google Drive if you've got one. So I could search I simply click on the image, click select, and it's added. I can move it around. If you put things above or below each other, they will link so that they will be the same width. And if I want to separate it, I can. I can also change the size. Notice here the top got cut off. So if I click uncrop, it'll show the whole image again. Or I can choose on purpose to crop things. I can also make my picture into a link or simply delete it to get rid of it. I can put in alternate text. This is very useful for helping with people who are blind. When a screen reader reaches this photograph, it would show whatever altered alternate text I give it. For instance, I might call this a Virginia wildflower. I can also add a caption, which is helpful. You also have some built-in layouts to use. If I click this, for example, it'll automatically give me 3 images in a row, along with headers and normal text. This might be a good idea if you want some options of perhaps 3 columns of information to show on my website. And there are more options you can see here. The next thing you're likely to want to do is create additional pages. For that, click on Pages, and then come down, click New Page. And you could make the new page whatever you want. And it makes a new page. Notice it copies the same header as whatever page you are on at the moment. Since this is not my front page, I probably want a different size header. I don't want that cover anymore. I might want banner or title only. It entirely depends. And again, I would come back to Insert to put in text, images, files, and so forth. The last thing to show you here is themes. If you notice, we didn't have the option to change fonts very much. Fonts are linked to a theme. So if I click on a theme, it'll change the font and the colors and the style. I can choose within this style, I can change the color of the overlay if I wish. I can also change the font style slightly. And this changes it for the entire website to keep a consistent theme and a consistent look throughout your site, which is far more professional. And you can see it change as you click each one. All right. When you have finished creating your website as you wish, you're going to come to top and click Publish and give it a name. It will tell you down here what the full name of the site will be. It took my title from the top left and put it down here. Make sure there aren't any spaces in it. Spaces don't work well in website names. And if it gives you a check mark, that means that site name is available. When you're done, simply click Publish. Notice at the moment who can view my site is anyone at LCPS. That means that currently only someone who is logged on to an LCPS Google account can access this website. You want your website, most likely, to be viewable to anyone. So we're going to click Change. Anyone can find and view the published version. This is anyone at LCPS. That means, again, they have to be logged on to their LCPS Google account. And this one down here is that you can only select people. So you would have given it some email addresses for people you are willing to allow to see your website. When you're finished, click Done. You can choose to request that your search engine, that Google, for instance, not show the website here, but you are going to wish to publish. Publishing it makes it appear on the internet. At this point now, anyone can find my site. If I click up here, I can see what the exact link to this particular page is. sites.google.com/lcps.org/ripa-environmental/water, for instance, in this case. I can go to the home page and copy the published site link, and this would show the actual name for the front page of the website. If I click this, I get to see what it looks like in various forms of mobile devices. For instance, this is how it would look if I were on a, a cell phone or on a normal computer. Hit the X to close the preview. Now I can continue to make changes to my website. I could come here, actually click on one of these to find an image. Select, and it puts it in. And this will not appear on my published website until I come up here and click publish again. So this allows you to continue to make changes as you work, and it'll only be published once you click publish. You can also choose to work together with others. This at the moment is set so draft specific people can edit. I am the only person who can edit this website at the moment. But if you click change, you could choose to add additional people to work together on it. Clicking the three dots allows you to duplicate the site if you wish, or to see how many people have been visiting it. One last thing, notice over here at a section, I have the option to delete the section, to duplicate it. That might be useful if I'm doing several rows of this, or to change the background. Each theme has a different set of emphases to use to make it stand out. But that's about it. I hope you get the chance to enjoy working on your website.